And good Saturday morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How we doing?
Hope you all are having a great weekend so far. Glad to be back with you again on a Saturday morning. How you doing, partner?
I'm doing okay. Just still this stuff is hanging on, man. I felt good for a couple of days. And like I say, I think it's just allergies. It's really dry around here, and the pollen is thick. And my mom, she just had an eye doctor appointment to check where she had cataract surgery a while back, and said don't when you're in the car, don't drive with the windows down or anything like that because the pollen is really thick and it'll like really mess your eyes up. So I'm just chalking it up to that. My wife's going through the same thing. A bunch of people I know. So it's just, I don't know. It's irritating, but there are worse things. Like when you have talked. So
Yeah,
take
my
it in
daughter.
stride. Yeah.
My daughter's going through a little bit of the same stuff. She has a yearly fight with allergies right around this time. So yeah, she's having a little bit of that too. And once in a while, Tam gets it, but she gets it mostly in the spring. And with hers, it winds up turning into a sinus infection most of the time.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of fun.
No. But anyway, we're here.
But we're here. We're going to show some comics and get some other stuff to show too. So I'm looking forward to it, like we always do on Saturday mornings. What do you think? Do we dare open the gates? I know we got a late start this morning. We dare open the gates on the peanut gallery?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of afraid.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll brave it. Let's see how we're doing. Here we go. And good morning to the ever-loving Peanut Gallery. How you guys doing?
Morning.
Great to have you all back with us again for a Saturday morning. Gonna show some comics. Looking forward to it. Let's see what's going on here with the Peanut Gallery. We got Easy Comic Reader starting things off as always with his musical interlude. And he says, good morning, everybody. He says, good morning, everyone, to the tune of Leader of the Pack by the Shangri-Las. Now, I went on YouTube this morning so I could hopefully get the cadence right for this. So keep your fingers crossed, fans. Here we go. I saw it at the corner store. Hey, Kids Comics, it called to me. Get the picture? Yes, we see. That's when I fell for Squeaky Spinner Rack. I love it. I love it. Thanks
awesome.
again, Easy Comic Reader, for the musical stylings that you present each Saturday morning. We greatly appreciate it, sir. Thank you so much. All right, partner, you ready?
Yeah, let's take it away.
Here we go. Boom.
Oh, we got Maranya in the house. Lady M says, I miss the spinner racks. That's where I got my Super Team Family 7 and my Aryan Lord of Atlantis and Amethyst Princess of Gem World back in the day.
Oh,
yeah.
My wife, she does not collect comics, not a huge big fan. She did read them early on, but Amethyst and Dazzler, those were her two. She has those two collections, and they are complete. Those two characters she really loves. So I understand about the Amethyst. And she also says, good morning, Shannon and Rod. Channeling her best Robin Williams a la Good Morning Vietnam. Good morning to the Peanut Gallery and also to the super sunny nuts of the day out there. Great to have you with us again, Maranya. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday morning with us.
And Easy Comic Reader says, good morning to Maranya.
And Maranya says, right back at you with a good morning to ECR.
Michael Taylor in the house. Good morning, Doc and Shannon. Good morning, kind sir.
Good morning, Michael. Great to have you with us again, as usual. He says, good morning to ECR.
And ECR said, hey, Michael.
And Michael says, good morning to Maranya.
Fireball Comics, welcome. Hey, I remember to tune in this morning. Greetings, everyone. Glad you did. Glad you did.
Absolutely. Thanks for being with us, Fireball Comics. Appreciate it. Awesome. 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 Thank you. And Lady Maranya says, good morning, Michael.
And Maranya's greetings, Fireball.
And Mark Siniard, the average superhuman, says, good morning to all.
Morning,
good
Mark.
Morning.
Michael Taylor, good morning, Fireball.
And Michael Taylor said, good morning to Mark.
Uh-oh, the professor's in the house. Mr. Eric Breen. Fireball is tuned in. I am turning on. Now we need someone to drop out. I nominate Jackson. I told you I was afraid to open that up.
No, there we go. Started right out of the chute. There we go. Shots fired. And Mark Siniard says, the average superhuman. Good morning, Michael Taylor.
And Michael says, good morning to Eric.
And Ranger Sly is in the house, our neighbor to the north. Great to have you with us, Ranger.
Morning, Ranger. Glad to have you, buddy.
He says, howdy doody. Oops, wrong peanut gallery. That's all right. I'm unabashedly unashamed to say that I took the peanut gallery name from the Howdy Doody show. So absolutely got to give credit where credit's due.
And Eric Breen saying, hey to Michael.
Michael Taylor says, good morning, Ranger.
And Jackson Roykirk's in the house. Too bad. I'm here for the duration. And at least we are glad you are.
Exactly. Glad to have you with us again, Jackson. Thanks for hanging out with us. Rob Brown, good morning to all. How you doing, Rob?
Hey, Robbie Brown, the Reb. Always happy to see you.
Absolutely. Great to have you with us as usual. The Jackson Roykirk says, hello, folks.
And Michael Taylor, good morning to Rob.
And Eric Breen says, hi, pal.
And Michael Taylor, good morning to Jackson.
And Lady M says, I met Buffalo Bob in my late teen years at one local mall. Good morning, Ranger, Rob, Eric, and Jackson. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Meet Buffalo Bob. I mean, Howdy Doody was actually probably just a little before my time. I was born in 62, so I never really got to see the show, but I learned a lot about it in the 70s, and then into my 80s, I learned a lot about it too. And it definitely would have been a show I loved.
Yeah, Michael Taylor, Maranya, very cool.
Higgy Pop is in the house. There we go.
Higgy.
He says, hey, buddy. Hope everyone is well. And we hope you are well, sir. Thank you for hanging out with us this Saturday morning, as usual.
And Jackson Roykirk says, if Eric and I are not pals, let the sun go dark later today.
Whoa, it's getting cold in here.
Yeah.
Eric Breen says, Doc's sundial must be running slow this morning. Yeah, well, we worked out a few bugs this morning, so we could be on here and hopefully share some memories with you guys. So hopefully everything's going smooth.
Michael Taylor says, good morning, HPC.
Ranger Sly says, oh man, you are so lucky, Maranya. Then again, maybe in your teens, Buffalo Bob wasn't the celebrity you were hoping to meet. Don't know. Maranya says, hey there, Higgy Pop. Oh, hush, Jackson. You consulted your almanac. I'm not falling for you. I'm not falling for your hocus pocus voodoo witchcraft today. Oh, she means business.
Yeah, sounds like.
Things could get ugly here.
And Rob says, one of my fondest memories is driving by a Golden Gallon back in the 70s, and Spider-Man was there signing autographs. I flipped out and pitched a fit until my father stopped. That's what you have to do when you're a kid, Rob. You have to pitch a fit if you really want something.
That's
That's
it.
awesome.
You gotta let them know. Gotta let them know. And Higgy Pop says, "Hey, Mike."
ECR said, Higgy Pop.
And the Jackson Roykirk says, "Hit the thumbs up for the good doctor and Shannon." Thank you very much, Jackson. Appreciate that, sir.
And Mariah said, it was cool the meeting. Buffalo Bob was there to promote the new Howdy Doody show they put on at that time.
Oh, that's right.
great.
It did make a comeback, didn't it?
Yeah.
Ranger Sly says, "Nice."
ECR says, the Jackson Roykirk. Peace.
And the Hotel Orloff. Gratu coming all the way from the Hotel Orloff. Great to have you with us again this morning, sir. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning, Gratu. Happy to see you. And Michael Taylor says, where's Dr. Vonchilla? I was kind of wondering that myself.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye open for him here. I think he'll show up. The Jackson Roykirk says, ECR, squeaky spinnerack, indeed. Ha
And Iggy Pop Comics, I had the how to do puppet. Man, I wish I still had that.
Yeah, I bet that'd be
awesome.
Yeah. Ranger Sly says, yeah, here we go.
And Maranias, I will admit, I also got to meet Michelle Nichols, Jimmy Doohan, George Takei, Miguel Barrett, Gene Roddenberry, and Dr. Vernon von Braun. Wow. At a TrekCon in 76. So that was also cool celebrity-wise.
Yeah.
That's some major celebrities there. You get to meet the cast of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some big names.
Vernon von Braun. Yeah.
Very
Rocket
cool.
Man himself was there. That's awesome.
Yeah. Wow. Incredible. Michael Taylor says, good morning to Hotel Orloff.
And Moran says, my brother had Mortimer Snurd growing up. Good morning, Ratu.
Mortimer Snurd.
Good old Mortimer.
Michael Taylor says, Shannon, your voice is probably better.
Well, it was great a couple of days ago, and then the sinuses started again, so it's not terrible, but it's really getting to be irritating. So me and Rob were talking earlier. I think it's sinuses or something going on here, like a whole lot of people have it. So I appreciate the thought.
Cool beans. The Jackson Roykirk says, darned flowers and trees, cut them all down, he says. Scorched earth policy with Jackson Roykirk right there.
Right. And Higgy Pop says, I'm allergic to graded comics.
I don't think you're alone.
I got a few on the shelf, so that may be what's causing my woes here.
Mark Cityarden's laughing out loud at it.
Ronnie says, Michael, I bet Pauline is keeping John busy playing proper cat servant to her. No doubt.
That's it. I mean, we got to have our weekly Pauline report. I'm sure he'll be on. Michael Taylor says, luckily never had allergies. Man, you are lucky because they're no fun. I've never really had them, but my wife and daughter have. Yeah,
I think this is like the first time, if this is what this is, that I've actually had to deal with that. But I'm thinking,
wow,
it's nothing else. So, and Michael Taylor says, Marania, well, it's early.
Michael Taylor says, ECR, very good.
Ranger Sly, Shannon had a very productive day yesterday. 3 videos in a single day, all of them filled with cool stuff. Yeah, I got on there and I was like, I think I should go out and buy a lottery ticket because I've done like 3 videos in 1 week. It's unheard of.
I still got to catch up on them. I got a lot to catch up on. Your stuff and Higgy's stuff. I think Robert Harrison's put out a couple too. I got to catch up on his. Easy Comic Reader, he's got a big old smile going.
And Mark Senior says, I hope Dr. Monchilla is okay. Yeah, as do we all.
Yes. Mike Taylor says, I remember my childhood spinner rack. It stood on a bit of a slant. And I bet it squeaked too, right?
I bet it did, yeah. And Michael says, one of the things I would love to have from my childhood is a candy store spinner rack. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. They bring back memories, man. Who would have thought when you're a kid, who would have thought that a spinner rack would mean that much to you? Because you're there, sure, that's where the comics are, but you're not really thinking about the rack itself. And nowadays it's like, oh man, it's like I was so lucky when I got mine, that it's just like a warm, fuzzy blanket giving you a hug to me.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah. Just keep rubbing it in, moving
no,
on,
no,
moving
no.
on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, 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 no.
No, man, I am. You told me the story to that a couple of times. I'm really happy you got to get that. That's
Oh
awesome.
man. So really, really, who'da thunk it, you know? And let's see, is it my turn or your turn? I can't remember.
I don't know. Go ahead.
All right, quite enough, Sayer. Great to have you with us again today. He says you sound good today, Doc. Healthy. Well, I wish I could say, come on and say I feel better, and feeling pretty much the same. It's been a long week and a half, almost 2 weeks now. It's not allergies, but it is what it is. Hopefully, things will get squared away for too long. But right now, we're here to show some comics and to say hello.
Hey, Paulo Costa's in the house. Greetings, old fogies. Europe has eaten lunch, and I had plenty of red wine to go with a nice bream on the grill.
Well, it sounds like Paulo's ready to see some comics.
Some fish and wine. Good deal.
Great to have you with us, Paulo. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Mark Sinyard says, I'd like to say God bless Israel, and I hope we all pray for them. Yes, that's not a pleasant situation over there right now.
Pretty terrible.
So that whole region has our prayers, and hopefully things will stop.
Yeah, get squared away.
Yeah. So Lady M, go right ahead.
Says good morning to Paulo and all the new arrivals to the Peanut Gallery.
And D. Jackson Roykirk says, oh, bream on the grill. I thought that said breen on the grill. Oh, he was getting all happy about that. Whoops.
Well, talk about getting roasted.
I'm telling you. Woo. Paulo Costa says, breen's too tough to go on the grill. Needs more garlic.
And Michael Taylor says, in the early to mid 70s, I met Adam West and Burt Ward at a car show. They were signing in costume, and they each signed photos for me. That's awesome.
Yeah. If I could get probably one celebrity, I've always said Adam West would be the one I would want to get, because he meant so much to me. That Batman show did when I was a kid. It was incredible. So
yeah, that's the bad thing about living in a rural area. I mean, there was nothing like that even close. So that's pretty cool.
Michael Taylor says
Shannon is freezing.
And I'm the one wearing the hoodie. Oh, freezing. Oh, I mean freezing. I don't know. You're looking like you're fine now.
I'm did everything I could this morning. The laptop wasn't working. I had Ethernet cable and everything else hooked up. It just didn't. I don't know what it is on those streams. It's perfectly fine, but when you and I try to do this the last few weeks, it's just been god awful. So I'm on my phone, so I'm starting to see the words, and you guys look about this big. So, but the show must go on.
Oh, okay. He says at times. He says you were freezing at time, because I was going to say, because you look fine to me, brother.
Michael Taylor says Captain was on Horror Mike's live stream yesterday. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't get to watch it, but I'm sure it's pretty cool. I have to go back and see.
Yeah. See, another one I got to check out. Lady M says, Paulo, too tough meat, needs to be stewed. Not with alcohol in Eric's case, but beef broth will make him tender.
Wow. Comic books and cannibalism. And Rob Brown says, yeah, it's hard to find good spinner racks. I had one, but my brother-in-law took it. Ex-brother-in-law, I might add.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
That would cause somebody to be an ex really quick.
Yeah. Ouch. Wow. Michael Taylor says, Doc, I think because when you're a kid, you don't appreciate those things until you look back on your childhood. You're absolutely right, Michael. Absolutely right. That's exactly what it is, man. It's that nostalgia for those things we loved growing up as a kid because we miss them and we want those feelings and those good times to come back. Absolutely.
And Michael says, good morning, Paolo.
And Michael Taylor says, Shannon's been good for a while now. Cool beans. Cool beans. We keep our fingers crossed. All right, that catches us up with the wonderful peanut gallery this morning. What do you say, brother? You got some books you want to share with us?
Yeah, I got a few stacks here. Some just pulled out a couple boxes. Got some my favorite runs in it.
All right, here we go. It's all you.
What do we have here? Let's see.
There we go.
Oh, how about some Silver Age Wonder Woman?
Oh, yes. And the
The
Diana
new
Prince.
Wonder Woman.
Nice.
Or as I called it back then, the chicken I ching.
The chicken I ching.
And I always love this color. 179. That's a good one.
I'm trying to put that run together where she lost her powers and whatnot.
Yeah, it's hard. A couple of those issues are like way too expensive, especially the one where Nubia shows up. And speaking of I Ching, here's 180. Can it be Steve Trevor is dead again?
Yet again.
I think he's part cat. He's coming back. This was actually my first Wonder Woman comic. I've never upgraded it, but I want to. Here's number 184. It is severely loved.
Oh,
really good story though. I want to get the second part of this because I've never got to read it yet. But it's her doing battle with Amazons and some of the Greek gods, I think. So actually, really good story.
Yeah, that's one of the ones it's on my list.
Yep. And we have number 191. And 48 pages for 25 cents, number 197. Some good stuff there.
Very nice.
Dr. Cyber. And number 198.
Now that's one you don't see too often.
I've never really, I don't know where I got this, but I've never, unless I got it out in the wild, and that was like the only time, I haven't seen it out anywhere, like shows or anywhere.
No, because that's on my list as well. That's how I know.
And here we got a famous Jeff Jones cover, number 199.
Yeah, nice.
And I've got 200. It's got a Jeff Jones cover, but it's on the shelf buried back there somewhere. But
looks like it's supposed to be on like House of Mystery or House of Secrets or something.
Yeah. It's I liked Jeff Jones art, or as they later became known, Catherine Jeffrey Jones. And we have 209. I think this is a reprint. 210. This is one of the ones that I wanted from the house ads.
Yes.
And finally got. Yep. The Shrinking Formula and the Golden Women and the White Star. I can't remember anything about this book other than I love the cover. And here we have a copy of number 211, 100-page spectacular.
Yeah.
Lots of cool stuff in there. The Merry Antics of Wonder Tot and Mr. Genie. And the Astonishing Secret of Wonder Woman's Sandals. How about that? And Amazon's Enslaved by the Maniacs of Mercury. An original Wonder Girl adventure, plus Untold Secrets of the Amazons. All in color for 60 cents. Why in the world would I have a duplicate? I don't know. I don't know. Here's another one that I coveted from those house ads, number 212. It's part of the 12 Labor storyline.
Yeah.
Great cover. That just says, buy me, buy me.
Yes.
There's a better copy. And here we got another part of the 12 Labors, 213, with the Flash telling his story. And this is my original copy of 214.
Nice.
And upgraded later on. So Green Lantern is monitoring Wonder Woman on this case. Got a lot of cool Golden Age reprints. And I always like this story, Wonder Woman Wanted. Really good. All right. How about a little Joker?
Oh, yes.
Love this series.
Very nice.
Joker #1. Got another #1.
Not as easy to come by nowadays.
No, well, I didn't have this one originally. I think I started this one like with issue 3 or 4, and then it was like years later before I got the first issues, and then I went on a binge. No, #2 was my first one. I'm sorry. I would like the story, Willie the Weeper. Yeah, there's the upgraded version, and another one. It's probably my favorite issue. #3. I just love this cover with the creeper.
Yes. Yep. I think that's one of 2 of the Joker issues that I have. Is anything to do with the creeper? I had to pick it up.
Oh yeah. There's a. This is my original, well-loved copy.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay, and here we have my original well-loved copy of #4 with the Ernie Chan cover, co-starring Black Canary and Green Arrow.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think I could probably cut Green Arrow's headshot out. I was probably making Justice League lineups with it.
There you go.
Yeah, and here's a better copy, and another copy. Yeah, this is one that I never had originally. It's #5, him and the Royal Flush Gang.
Yeah, that's
Cool
a nice cover.
Ernie Chan. And here's #6, Joker and Sherlock Holmes.
Mm. Nice.
And another one. And here we have #7. Luther has stolen my madness, my sense of humor. This is no joke. Yeah, there's another well-loved copy.
Love it.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I wasn't real fond of Ernie Chan's covers to start off with, but he pretty soon became like the face of DC covers for a while, just like Neil Adams did for a while and Nick Cardy did for a while. So I really got to be a big Ernie Chan fan after quite a time. Here's #8 versus the Scarecrow. This is my original. And it's the DC Salutes the Bicentennial edition.
Nice.
And there's a higher grade one. And another one. See, like I say, keep saying this is what happens when you're not organized. And the last issue, #9, I guess Catwoman. I think this is my original. Yeah, you can tell because it's got a spine roll and the staples are rusted. And here is better copies. I think I might have a, let me see. Oh, yeah. There was supposed to have been a #10, and it was Joker versus the Justice League. And I actually saw the original art for that cover at a convention in Columbus, Ohio. And I can't remember what he had on. I was probably scared to look. But here was a Xerox of the original art of what should have been issue 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You got Flash and Black Canary and Green Arrow, Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
think some of the I think somebody posted some Xerox copies of some of the art on eBay a while back, showing I guess they had the story all drawn out, but they never did publish it. So, or at least some of it. Anyway, sorry I took up so much time there.
No, man. You don't ever apologize. We're here to see some books, and those were some really cool ones. I love it. All right, let's see what they're saying in the peanut gallery. And
All
thank you, Jackson Roy Kirk. He says,
right.
"See above."
See you above,
So
Doc.
that's
All
it.
right.
We got to go up one because it's Lady M, and she
All right.
says, "Go
All
right
right.
ahead."
Shannon, I'm rereading the upteenth time Stranger in a Strange Land. Awesome book. The complete unedited edition. That's why cannibalism is on my mind. Anybody that's read that book knows what she's talking about, and I do. That's a great story.
That's it. And thank you, Jackson, for keeping my eye on that. Thank you.
And Mark Sinyard's helping out too.
He's helping out too. Thank you, Mark.
Graphic Man is in the house. Hey,
Hey,
glad
Micah.
to see you, buddy. Amazons are wimpy. If a man steps foot on their island, they all die. Look at the superpower I have in my foot. I'll behave now that everyone will start to boo me. Michael Taylor says, "Yeah, I like that brown and yellow WW cover." Oh yeah, Graphic Man. But seriously, Shannon, those look great. Thank you, sir. Michael Taylor says, "Good morning to Graphic Man." Jackson Orkirk says, "That Graphic Man, I bet Maranya Conan has a foot for you." And Michael tells us, "Shannon, you're breening yourself." Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. And Michael says, "Very cool WWs, Shannon. Thanks, sir." And Rob said, "I've always wanted to jump down into the Wonder Woman rabbit hole. I only have a few here and there." Yeah, it's getting really expensive to get like the late silver, early bronze stuff now. I mean, especially since the Nubia character came out, and like any kind of bondage cover, forget it. I mean, it's just getting really stupid price wise. Phrasing, Rob. And Iggy Pop says, "I've been trying to complete that Joker series forever." It took me a while too. Michael Taylor says, "Very cool, Joker 3." And Graphic Man says, "Dr. Silverface likes the Creeper because he reminds him of Mexican wrestlers."
There might be some truth to that. I don't know. I think you could be right, Micah.
And Mark Sinyard says, "Surely you jest. You are the Joker." And Maranya says, "Micah is Brew Foot Soldier to invade Paradise Island like that." And Graphic Man talking to Maranya, "They just need a man to explain things to him." Man, he really is wanting to get the boot.
Mansplaining on Amazon. I don't know.
And Michael Taylor says, "Me number 4." Okay, good deal. Very cool, Joker number 8. Jackson Orkirk backs away from Graphic Man very slowly.
Yeah, stay clear. Oh,
and Graphic Man says, "But they love me when I start opening jars for them." Oh man, and the hits just keep on coming.
Wow.
Graphic Man, look at the trouble I can cause in under 4 minutes. He must be feeling good today.
Yeah, holy mackerel.
And Michael Taylor says, "Good morning to Graphic Man." And Graphic Man's hi to Michael Taylor. And Maranya says, "Rob, pick up Wonder Woman, The Game of the Gods, Volume 2, 189 to 194, Walt Simonson writing." I remember that run. Jerry Ordway art, amazing story and art all around. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that is a great storyline. And Michael Taylor says, "Shannon, fantastic books. Thank you, sir." Michael Taylor says, "I enjoyed the 2 Wonder Woman movies." Yeah, I really loved the first one. The second one, not so much. I don't know what the deal is. Is there going to be a third one? They keep going back and forth about whether they're going to keep Gal Gadot or not, so I don't know. And Maranya says, "The Creeper is actually one of my favorite DC characters to voice in our readings. He's a cross between Mark Hamill Joker and Woody Woodpecker." I need to go back and check some of that out now.
Oh, man. That's a funny combination.
Yeah, Higgy Pop Comics. Great story about the Joker issue number 10. Thanks for sharing. Oh, yeah. I'm all about the, weird stuff. I don't know. I'm not weird, am I?
Not at all. Not amongst this group here. Not at all. So, all right. We are caught up with the peanut gallery. So, I'm going to jump in here and see what I got to to show. I figure where it's Halloween, I'd show some DC spooky stuff, maybe some Marvel stuff too.
Awesome.
So hold on, and here we go. And see what I'm doing here. There we go. All right. We'll start off with Have You the Nerve to Face the Unexpected? And this is issue 108.
Oh, yeah.
And here is 109.
Yeah, that's around the time they went to like a straight mystery format, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. They had that Johnny Peril just prior to this. And let's see. Here's 110.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Adams on the cover.
Yes, sir. Love it. Love it. Love it. And here is 111.
Nice. Yeah, I love the colors on that one.
And let's see, what do I got? I got two of them in this one here for some reason. Here's 116.
Oh, yeah.
And on the back side of this, I got 122.
Oh, he pulled a Metarog on us.
Yeah. I didn't realize it, but yeah.
Nice.
And then we jump into the Bronze Age with one here. Well, that was probably close to the Bronze Age anyway. Let's see, 137.
Oh, yeah. 20-cent covers.
Yeah. You got that bar across there. All new stories, best in comics.
Hard to argue that.
That's right. And then we got some Tales of the Unexpected. This was from 2006, featuring the Spectre.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about those. Is that a Mike Mignola cover?
I believe it is. I was looking to see that. Yeah, right there. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I think I got that one. That's a great cover.
And here is issue number 2. This was, it was an 8-issue miniseries, it looks like. That was the first issue. Here's the second issue.
Oh, yeah. Good
and
stuff.
Also features Dr. 13. One of those weird, obscure characters that you don't see too much anymore. All right, let's see what we got with some Marvel here. All right. We got some supernatural thrillers, number 15 with The Living Mummy.
Oh, I love that series.
Don't look too close there, Micah. I'm not sure, but that might be a Gil Kane.
Oh, there's the nose. There's the nose.
Then we got War is Hell, number 13.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I need to complete that one. That's kind of a thing. One of those. There's been some people says that there's one of those issues, and I think I've got it. These are 9 or 7 or whatever. But
the first
appearance of Death in the Marvel Universe or something like that. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that. I think it's like issue 3 or 4. I think.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it's 3 or 4. And we got King Size Special of Tower of Shadows.
Oh, yeah.
Square bound, baby.
There you go. Yeah, that reprints some of the early ones, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. I remember that story that's portrayed on the front. I think Neil Adams did that one, didn't he? Not the cover, but the story, yeah.
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 Pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that book.
And we got The Frankenstein Monster, number 12.
There we go.
Yeah. Cool stuff.
Another great series.
On sale, June of 1974. Here's Frankenstein Monster number 8. He meets up with this fella who
there's a good crossover.
got a couple fangs on you.
Yeah, you gotta need to go see an orthodontist.
That's it.
What's that crap hanging all out your mouth?
Okay, now I guess we just get into some other regular stuff. Here's another square bound from Marvel. Giant size Kid Cult number 3 with the Knight Rider.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Again, don't look too close. Oh.
I'm not going to set off an alarm.
Here's a Namor, the Submariner from I believe this was in the 80s. I believe.
Oh yeah, John Burns run. Yeah, I like that one.
And this is one of my favorite Silver Age covers from Tales to Astonish, number 91, with Hulk against the Abomination.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
Love that cover with the reds and their green popping out.
Yeah,
it's just very cool. Not to mention, I like the Abomination as a Hulk villain.
Yeah.
And we got special Marvel edition number 3 featuring Thor.
Yep. It's a good one.
And my all-time favorite villain, the Absorbing Man.
The Absorbing Man.
That's it.
Rub him on your bunions.
That's and speaking of Absorbing Man, here he is again in special Marvel edition number 2.
Yeah.
And here's special edition Marvel edition number 1.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Time to rebag these, I guess, because these bags look like they're a little faded. So, and I must have had these all together. This is Mighty Thor starring in Tales of Asgard, another square bound beauty.
Yeah, I wanted that book forever because I seen like everybody had it, and when they did a video, said, "I don't have that book. Oh, what's wrong with me?" So I had to get a copy.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
If I had a dime for every time I said that when I see, books in your videos or some of the other, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, why don't I have that book?
Yeah, I need that book.
I should have that book. It's like it should magically appear.
Monsters on the Prowl, number 13. It's Trag.
Yeah.
Tragging the line.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another issue where he wears a skirt. Trag and drag.
Oh, and here we go with the Incredible Hulk number 122. It's a throwdown with old Greenskin.
Oh, yeah.
And Rockpile.
Yeah, that was another book I coveted for a long time and finally got a few years ago. That's a classic. That's like the Submariner number 8 cover where Thing and Subby are going against each other.
Yeah, that's a beauty, that black cover. Oh, man. All right, what else we got? I got a few more here, and then we'll jump back to the peanut gallery. Let's see here. All right, let's put that one. We got Werewolf by Night, number 6.
Nice.
You can tell if I may have to clean off my camera. Maybe that's what part of the problem.
I need to get a lot more of those. I just have a few. I've been seeing a lot of them pop up on Rob's Facebook page. He's a big fan of the werewolf.
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot of them. I like the early stuff because the early stuff is what I remember collecting. I can remember buying this one off the rack.
Oh, cool.
and loving the art and everything. And so I only had a few of those. And so I'm trying to collect the early ones. Unfortunately, that's where the money is, except for the Moon Knight one. But
yeah, I love those the early stuff by Mike Plug.
I mean, it's just cool. I can remember sitting there, it'd be probably this time of year too, around Halloween, sitting in 7th grade or so, drawing Werewolf by Night and Frankenstein, after John Buscema, So here's Fear number 4, another 25-cent square bound.
Oh yeah, that is Kirby and Ditko and goodness right there.
Yeah. Yum, yum. And Where Monsters Dwell, number 12. Another 25 center.
Yeah.
Square bound.
That was like the only square bound of that run. That was one of those from like 71. Yeah.
Yeah, that month or two where they put out a few of these. Here is number 14, 25 cent.
Oh yeah.
With Zemnu.
Them
Zemnu the Titan. Or the Hulk. The original Hulk. And we'll finish it off with the world's strangest heroes. The Doom Patrol, number 86.
Oh, it's a nice cover.
So
Very
there we
cool.
go.
Good stuff.
See if I can get these off there without too much damage.
Rod, your video went away.
Of course it did. That's why I got anytime I touch the thing that my camera's plugged into, it for some reason is temperamental. So hold on, let me just bow out and I'll be right back. Let's see. Maybe I can do it with just doing the. No, I'm going to have to bow out. All right.
It's always a something. So how you guys doing? Good, good. Not bad myself. Hey, if we didn't have some kind of glitch, then it wouldn't be worth watching, right? You got to have the comedy segments.
All right, there we go. Okay, back once again. Well, let's check with the peanut gallery and see what's going on. Let's see here. There it is. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Jackson. Appreciate it again. And Michael Taylor says, yeah, the first Wonder Woman movie was better. Yeah, I think a lot of people, especially fans like us, comic book fans, feel that same way, I think.
Yeah, that movie was probably one of the best things DC did.
Yeah. Eric Breen says, Meta Rod. I don't know. That might be a gimmick infringement. I gotta be careful here. We don't want to step on anybody's toes. And Graphic Man says, mental note to Rod. Where's my unexpected 122 on the back of 116? Might want to correct that for future collecting. Absolutely. And Michael Taylor says, Captain is giving away a great Haunt of Fear for Halloween show on the 22nd. He repaired it a little. Yeah, that ought to be cool. Looking forward to that show that Captain's going to be doing on the 22nd. The Jack from Roykirk says, Gil Kane lives since Dr. V isn't here. Yes, good job filling in. Perfect. Rob Brown says, oh man, I love supernatural thrillers. I have 11 of them in that run on its way to me. So happy.
Wow. Awesome.
Congratulations, sir. That's awesome.
Yeah, good deal.
Eric Breen says, Warren is Hell issue number 9 is the death issue. There we go. We knew the professor would come through with that.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Eric. Michael Taylor says, always cool to have Frankenstein and Dracula on the same comic cover. Yes, sir. Rob Brown says, I also got lucky and have 9 of the Marvel Topps stickers from the 70s. I just love them.
Oh cool. Man, I'd love to have those.
I got one. I don't know if I have it here handy or not. I don't see it, but it's the Hulk, one of the Hulk ones that I have, one of the funny ones. Eric Breen says, it's a veritable cornucopia of cool covers. Michael Taylor says, fantastic Tales to Astonish, number 91. Yeah, I love that. That's such a great book, great story, great cover. It's just, love it. Micah Graphic Man says 2 covers and Breen calls it a cornucopia. Rob Brown says great Tales of Asgard, Doc. Love that book. Yes, sir. Another classic. Love those square bound 25 centers. Love them. Rob Brown says lava track in drag. And Mike Taylor says, very cool monsters on the prowl. Terrain cover. Yeah. Mark Siniard, the average superhuman, says, great books, Rob. Well, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. And Triple P, plants printed periodicals. How are we doing today, Andrew? Great to have you with us, sir.
Yes, sir. Glad to have you.
He says, greetings and salutations, Rod, Shannon, and the Peanut Gallery. I can't stay long. I have a library Comic-Con I'm heading to, but I wanted to pop in and say hello. Well, hello, sir.
Hello, and enjoy your time at the Comic-Con.
Yeah. Very cool. We want to see some pictures and tell some stories there next week. Mike Tail says, cool fear number 4. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Mastodon Comics and Music. Thanks for being with us, Mastodon.
Yeah, hello, sir.
He says, hello, Rod Shannon and all you wonderful peanuts. Good morning. Good morning. Michael Taylor says, Doc, fantastic books. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that as always. And Michael also says, Doc, you faded. Yeah, I faded out. I faded right out. That was it, man. But I'm back. Just when you thought it was safe to watch your screen, I'm back. Eric Breen says, I like that feature on Rod's camera. Oh, man. Feeling the love. Oh, wow. All right. Michael Taylor says, and then there was Shannon.
And everybody was screaming, bring back Rod.
Oh, no. Lady M says, Shannon, remember to drink either honey or lemon tea if you can stomach it, or chicken broth for your throat.
Thank you, kind lady. I've already been hitting the chicken noodle soup, so yeah.
Cool beans. Michael Taylor says, I might be eating a little candy during the Halloween show to make it official. Oh, yeah. What's wrong with that? Gotta have some Halloween candy, man. I'm with you. And he also says, good morning, Triple P. Sounds like a ton of fun going to that con. Yes, sir. Speaking of that, there is a convention next Saturday from, I think it's from either 9 o'clock to 3 or 10 o'clock to 3. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to take another Saturday off because I haven't had a chance to go to a con in a long time, and it's the only one local around here. So I'm going to try and see if I can't sneak over there and pick up some goodies. So.
Oh yeah. Well, we already discussed this too. I mean, I'm going to be out like a month from today. Same thing going on here, and this con is like really local. It's like 10 minutes away. Over 100 vendors. It's going to be all comic related and toys, and going to be a few artists there. I think Mike DiCarlo is going to be there. Great artist and inker, and Colonel Tony Moore, who drew for Walking Dead, and some other local artists. So pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I already got tickets for my son and I, so we're going to be having a good time that Saturday. So, but hey, even though we'll be gone, we'll have more stuff to show when we come back.
That's it. And Eric Breen says every day is Halloween when it comes to eating candy. Oh, man. I love me some candy. Reese's peanut butter cups. Those were my favorite. Reese's peanut butter cups. I love those. Lady M says, I had a big bowl of my favorite comfort food already. The pot is still over 2/3 full. Shrimp and cheesy grits galore.
Oh, it sounds good. I got breakfast already planned, or brunch, or what I call it. I got some sausage and cheesy scrambled eggs coming up, and some biscuits.
Ooh. Yeah. All right, everybody, we meet at Shannon's house. All righty. And Jackson Roy Kirk says, what? You're abandoning us for comics? Well, just for 2 hours. We'll be back the following week with our 2 hours. We got Eric Breen saying, is that a 1 or 2 day show, Shannon?
That is a 2-day show. I think on the Saturday, it's like from 10 to 7 or 11 to 7, which is kind of odd. But and I think the next day is probably like 4 or 5 hours. So, yeah, it's a 2-day show, Eric. Are you going to be there? I know Jambo's going to be there set up. So, yeah, I hope to see a couple of fossils and or YouTube friends there.
Cool beans. And Michael Taylor says, I don't blame you, Doc. Sometimes you got to make exceptions when it comes to comic shows. They're so rare for us around here, unless you want to go to Boston. And I don't want to go to Boston. I don't want to drive in Boston or any of that headache. No, thank you. So, but this is one. It's about an hour away, Winnicott High School, and so I'd like to go sneak out for a couple of hours and see if I can make a dent in some of my want list. We'll see. And Ranger Sly says, sorry, I'm not talkative today. Watching away from the keyboard, doing other boring stuff, but I'm watching.
Hey, as long as you're here, buddy.
That's it. You got things to get done, you get them done. And if you can hear us, so much the better. All right. And Eric Breen says, does the show have a name so I can look it up?
I think it's just a Richmond Comic Show or richmondcomicshow.com. Yeah, they got a Facebook page, so yeah, you should be able to find it.
Cool. And Michael Taylor says, sounds like tons of fun, Doc and Shannon. Yes,
actually,
sir.
I got a flyer. Flyer here.
There you go.
Richmond Comic and Toy Show.
There you go. Very cool. Jackson Roykirk says, hopefully Jambo's hamster can power his car long enough to get to the con. Poor Jimbo. Oh, Graphic Man says, I ditched Jackson Roykirk for a rusty staple copy of an Image comic.
Oh, wow.
Whoo. Uh-oh. Things are getting nasty now.
That cut is deep.
Wow. Holy mackerel. Eric Breen says, thanks.
Yeah.
He's saying thank you for the name of that convention. Cool beans. And we got Jackson Roykirk says, wow, GM's really feeling feisty today.
He is. What about that?
I guess so. Oh, man. All right, Shannon. What do you say? You got some more comics to show?
I got some stuff.
Graphic Man's laughing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got a few things.
Okay. It's going to be all you here. There we go.
All right. Da-da, 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 Swamp Thing. Da-da-da-da-da. You make my heart sing. Da-da-da-da-da. You make everything swampy. Swamp Thing. All right, here we go.
All right.
One of my favorite series, and I'm sure a lot of other people like this too. Swamp Thing #1. Great team of Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson.
Awesome.
On the first 10 issues. #2.
Oh, cool.
More swampy, slimy goodness. In a castle, looks like. #3. Excuse me. You look at this stuff, and man, you really miss Bernie Wrightson.
Yes, sir.
And Len Wein, too, for that matter. What a great team. And #4.
Nice.
And #5. Here come those idiots with those pitchforks and the axes. And why can't you just leave me alone? All I want to do is eat frogs and sit in the swamp. Swamp Thing #6. I think this is one of my favorite stories in that run.
Wow.
And #7, I guess starring, The Batman.
That one there, for some reason, I can never remember that I have it, and I must have about 3 copies of that thing now because I
3
just bought
copies.
it.
You can't remember you have it.
No.
I got nothing. Number 8.
Nice.
You know, I was really sad when Bernie Wrightson left this book, but I still bought it just because I love the character and still do. And here you talk about a great cover here. Here's number 9.
Yeah. Classic.
And number 10. Obviously not going to have any duplicates of this first 10. But really happy to have them. Okay, and then we get into, I think it was Nestor Redondo started the art on this, but this is a Luis Dominguez cover. Still great stuff.
Cool.
Number 12. This is a great cover. Look at this.
Yeah, black, red, and green. Keep popping.
Yeah. And this is probably my favorite cover of the whole run right here. Number 13, Nestor Redondo on the art. Didn't see him sign his work too much, but there's his initials down here.
Oh, cool.
You talk about a piece of art right there, man. That is the quintessential Halloween cover right there.
Be perfect.
Number 14, more Redondo goodness. Love that purple background. Number 15. They just won't leave him alone.
What's a swamp thing to do?
What's a swamp thing to do? Number 16.
Oh, yeah.
This is another cool cover. Number 17, another purple background. You don't hear people say a whole lot about the rest of this run after Wrightson left, but there's really some really great artwork and great stories. And you know, you can pick them up for a fraction of what you can the first 10. So I would highly recommend it. Number 18. Number 19. Look at my green pecs.
Get ready to body slam it.
Right. And number 20, the Ernie Chan cover. Very cool cover. The Mirror Monster. It's the Mirror Master having a bad day.
I guess so.
And number 21, another Redondo cover. Number 22. This is probably the last issue that I bought when I was a kid. And I had to get the last 2 issues later on. Because I think what the direction was going to be, they were going to try to turn Swamp Thing into more of like a superhero type comic or adventure comic. Well, here's my original copy of that. Tell the well-loved spine. And number 23. I think that character's name was called Saber.
I was never a fan of the logo for that one there when they changed that to that.
Yeah, I wasn't either. I still love the character in the book, but the logo
Yeah.
I wasn't crazy about.
Yeah, it was just like, why did you? That's a dumb looking logo.
Right. I love this cover, but what I like, excuse me, what I like best out of all this is the villain's name, Thrudvang.
Easy for you to say.
Right. Thrudvang. And another copy of that. And there was actually supposed to be a copy, an issue 25, and there's I have it around somewhere, not handy, but they had like the original art for 25 was a cover of Hawkman fighting Swamp Thing. So I'm sure Higgy's seen that. So I would have loved to have seen that one. Thing I like too was when Swamp Thing showed up in Brave and Bold with Batman. That was always pretty interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
I got a few more things I can show here. How about those damn dirty apes?
Oh, yes.
Planet of the Apes #1. And Planet of the Apes #1. I was a huge and still am devotee of this magazine. It took me a while to put it all together because the later issues had a lower distribution and lower print run. So, #2. All kinds of great story and art and articles about the movies and the TV show. There's another copy of #2. I like this cover. I think this is Bob Larkin on the art. He did a lot of the magazine covers.
Did a tremendous job.
Yeah, this is one of my childhood copies. It's just a little beat up. Yeah, I can't remember the apes' names. It was like one of them's name was Gunpowder Julius, and the other one I couldn't remember the Mountain Man character. But this was a cool story. There's another copy of that one. And here's #5. This is a great cover.
Nice.
And the story is pretty cool too. They kind of did like a standalone 2-part story where showed a bunch of humans and a bunch of apes doing battle with each other, and it was like there was only like 2 left after the battle. There was an ape and there was a human, and on one of them I think the ape's legs didn't work. They were cut up and burned, and the human's arms didn't work. So after they tried to unsuccessfully kill each other, they decided to team up, and the ape rode on the human's back with the arms, and then the human had the legs, and so it kind of showed them becoming friends.
That looks like a layout for a Joe Kubert issue of Our Army at War or something,
Yeah, it does, doesn't
it? Yeah.
Carrying the poor wounded soldier there, right?
Yeah.
Big fan
and
of
the
that
bad
book.
guys waiting around the corner.
Obviously. Right. And there's I think this is the second part of that story in this one, #6.
Neat.
Another one. This is a great cover. #7.
Oh, nice cover.
What was cool about this is they had like a new series. I think it was called Terror on the Planet of the Apes, and then they did like comic book adaptations of all the movies in the back. So just if you're an Apes fan, nothing better. Here's a good painted cover by Earl Norham. This is #8. Adapted in the second movie. I'm not going to show the whole run, but I will show a few of these. Of the UK Planet of the Apes. Here is #1.
Neat.
#2. Need to bag and board these. I like this ad on the back. Remember the 5th standard fireworks. What was cool about these is, they printed on the inside of the covers and the back. And this is reprinting, some of the U.S. stuff. But it would also have like other Marvel characters reprinted. And have some Kazar reprints in the back.
Ooh, cool.
In black and white. Some Kirby goodness. is number. It is not on there. Anyway, more Planet Apes and Zabu from the UK. Got a great shot. What I'm assuming is this is Marcus, the head of Guerrilla Security. Here we go. This is number 4. That was number 3. I just saw where the numbering was.
Nice.
What's cool about this, even though most of it was reprints, you got like new covers. So I was all about that. And you got more, got Gulliver Jones, Gulliver Jones Warrior Mars in the back. So cool stuff.
Yeah.
Here is number, I don't know, number 5.
Very cool.
And here is the Dr. Zaius from the TV show. And number 6. It's a madhouse. A madhouse. And we got an ad for Giant Superhero Holiday Grab Bag.
Yeah.
Got that.
Cool beans.
Yeah, I was lucky enough several years ago that I found a lot of these. They just pretty much fell into my lap for like a really good price. They're pretty thin, but if you're an Apes fan, I mean, they're really cool collectible. You got some adapting some more of the movie. It's George Tuska on the art.
Yeah, I got some of the Captain Britons in that style from across the pond.
Yeah, those are great books too.
Yeah.
Every so often you'll see these pop up on eBay. I've never seen them out in the wild anywhere.
Neat.
And here is number 9, Escape from Ape City. And here you have Ron Harper and James Naughton and Roddy McDowall from the TV show.
Oh, cool.
Sadly, that show only lasted 13 episodes or 14, I think. But I've got it on DVD, so.
There you go.
There's number 10. More Apes TV show photos. And here's number 11. I can't remember. This book went on forever, and later on it became like Planet of the Apes and Tomb of Dracula. And so they recreated the TOD series.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a unique pairing.
Here's Urko, the guerrilla leader from the TV show, played by who you might know him as Sarek on the Star Trek TV show. This was Mark Leonard playing this part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And last one, number 12, with a Rod Serling interview.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was one of the screenwriters for the Planet of the Apes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Here we have a Marvel calendar on the back. So cool stuff.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. All right. Let's see what's going on with the peanut gallery. And I believe this is where I left off right here.
Oh, okay. Maranya says, poor Jackson, have a cookie. Eric Green, wow, compared to Micah, I'm nice to my pal Jackson. Now they're pals. Okay. Rob Brown, LOL, Rusty stapled image comic. Michael Taylor, it's great that you have a show where you can meet up with our friends of the comic community. Absolutely. I'm sure, like I say, Jamo's going to be there, and I'm sure Bub from Bub's Comics will be there. And maybe I didn't know if Eric was going to be there or not, or if Comic Book World was going to have a booth, but probably not since he just asked me about it. So, Rob Brown says, love that Run a Swamp thing. Not many people that don't.
Oh, thanks, Mark. Appreciate that.
ECR, keep in grooving, Shannon. I always try, brother. Grooving on. And Mastodon Comics says Luis Dominguez would have been 100 years old this coming Tuesday. I'm doing a stream with Roger on the 26th to celebrate. Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Cool.
That's a name that doesn't get near enough recognition. I mean, you got like all the horror stuff he did and Jonah Hex and just all kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Hippies Collectibles is here. Excelsior True Believers. Swamp Thing. Love it. Morning, Tom. Glad to have you.
Hey, Tom. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. Appreciate it.
And Michael Taylor says, fantastic Swamp Thing covers, especially the Batman appearance. I like a lot of comic titles, but Batman is my favorite. Nothing wrong with that at all.
No,
Big
sir.
Batman. Mastodon Comics says, Luis, my spelling's off this morning. It's autocorrect. We'll just blame it on autocorrect. And Michael Taylor says, I always like Batman. Absolutely. Jambo's here. Hey, gang. Great Swamp Thing, Shannon. Thank you, sir. We're just talking about you.
Hey, Jambo. Thanks for hanging with us.
And Michael Taylor says, good morning to Jambo. Jackson Roy Kirk, Apes Magazine. Well, somebody got excited. Rob says, 8 books, baby. Oh, yeah. And Jackson Roy Kirk, now that Marvel has the apes back, I'm hoping for an omnibus. Yeah. They actually did do a hardback version of like all the color comics, which were actually, apes people know are actually reprints of the black and white books, but in color, adapted like the first 2 movies. And they just put that in hardback a few months ago. Michael Taylor says, why am I not surprised to see some 8 books? What are you trying to say, Michael? Jambo saying, hey to Michael. Mark Sinyard, love the apes. Oh, yeah. Jambo Comics, showing some classic ape mags. Always. Hippies Collectibles, Planet of the Apes. Those mags make me go bananas.
Love it.
Quite enough sayers. No, May 24th, 2024, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in theaters. Yeah, I heard that. I guess it's going to be like a continuation of the newer movies, is what I heard. Cool Ape Statue of Liberty cover. Proud to say Statue of Liberty is in my city. I hope it looks better than the one on that cover.
I think he's just sticking out his tongue.
Apparently Eric had to go pee, so I don't know. Jambo Comics, please don't feed the humans.
Okay.
Mark Sinyard, those apes books remind me of my family pigs. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, tough crowd.
Oh, I tell you.
Hippies Collectibles. How many issues did the mag go for? Well, the Marvel one went for 29, and I'm not really sure about the apes. I mean, it went up like into the hundreds, but it became like a hybrid of like apes and other Marvel stuff like Tomb of Dracula and all that. I'd have to look it up. Okay. Paulo Costa. Marvel UK used to merge titles all the same time, and it didn't make any sense. They merged Avengers with Savage Sword with Coman, for example. Yeah, exactly. That's the way they did it when they reprinted those. Michael Taylor, I'd love to read that Serling interview.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Ranger Sly says, Planet of the Apes. I wish I could say I'm the world's biggest fan, but we all know Shannon has this title. I don't know about that. Maybe in this community here, but I'm sure there are bigger fans of bigger collections. And Michael says, Shannon, fantastic books. Thank you, sir. And Michael Taylor, good morning. Higgy's Collectibles. I think he means hippies, but yeah, he did mean hippies.
Yeah.
We'll do an amalgam comic of hippies collectibles and Higgy Pop. We'll just call it, Higgy's Collector. And Hippie says, good morning to Michael.
And that catches us up with the Peanut Gallery once again.
Okay.
All righty. Okay, well, let's see. I got a few things more I can show here, so hold on. Here we go. Let's see. We'll go into this here. I stopped by Wednesday, as I usually do, to my buddy Tony, not Troy, Tony at Full Moon Collectibles at the Newington Mall in Newington, New Hampshire, and picked up some more magazines. I picked up a Speed Detective pulp.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, I'll pick up another one. That was pretty cool. The Dame Dies Twice. Ba-dum-bum. And then I picked up a few magazines here. I got Creepy 129.
Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
Always all of them stuff that you could buy back then. Oh,
Yeah, I had to, when I bought a book like that, I had to sneak it and kind of hide it from my folks. It would have been demonic to them, probably still would be.
I hear you. And this is Creepy number 51.
Oh, yeah.
And I picked up this Eerie. This is Eerie number 47.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
So that was pretty cool. Making some inroads on the Eerie and Creepy magazine things. Then I picked this up. I was walking out, thought I had made it in the clear. Thought, hey, I'm walking away. I'm still within my budget. All right. But then I saw this. It was hanging on the wall. And I'm like, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Hold on. Gotta just get it out. It's careful. There we go.
There we go.
Squirrel. Ben Cooper. Secret squirrel costume.
Oh,
Halloween
man.
costume, man.
That's a seriously nice collectible.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I've never seen one before. I've seen a lot of Ben Cooper stuff, but I'd never seen one, a secret squirrel one. So I says, yeah. And I mean, it was within my budget. So I says, I'm like, I'm looking at him through the glass, through the big front door glass there. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Now I gotta take that home with me. I said, let me check with my banker. And she gave me the thumbs up. So yeah, I said, well, it's perfect timing too. It's Halloween. So I mean that's just too cool. You know?
Yeah.
So
hanging squirrels on the wall. That don't bother me at all. Reading comic books till dawn, and I'm not the only one.
Oh, that's it. Oh, Easy Comic Reader's got some competition.
I doubt it.
All right, let's see what else I got. Let's show some Phantom Stranger. I like Phantom Stranger.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
So here we go. We're starting in the Bronze Age here. So we're starting way up in the series. We got number 32.
Oh, yeah. Man, I loved all those 20-cent covers. Well, I love that whole series. I mean, I was glad to complete that one.
Yeah, this was a really, really fun series. And, of course, it was always great when you had Dead Man in there. Another favorite.
Is that number 33 or which one is that?
This is 33. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I remember that because Mike Grell did the art on the inside, which I thought was awesome.
Love Dead Man. Oh, bringing in myself.
You wouldn't do that.
And here's number 34. It wouldn't be a show if we didn't bring ourselves, right?
Oh, there's my favorite issue, man. First one I ever bought.
Oh, really? That was?
Yeah, oh, wow. Yeah. I think I gifted Dr. Von Chilla one of those a while back. Yeah, I probably some guy was selling a lot. I already had like 3 or 4 issues of it. I had my original, and some guy was like selling a lot of just that one issue for like $1 a piece. And I was like, well, I'm not going to pass that up. So I probably got like 10 or 12 issues or copies of that.
Doggone right, $1 a piece.
Yeah.
Load them in. I'll back the car up. Load them in.
Yeah, made for me.
Here's number 35.
Mr. Apparel on the cover. Yeah.
Love it.
And Black Orchid. I love that feature too. Black Orchid and what was the other one? Dr. 13, Ghostbreaker. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, bringing in again. And number 36,
Yeah.
Under the Sea. Under the sea. That's what it looks like to me. It always looks like they're under the sea, but they're not.
Well, they got some. You find some treasure, some
I
doubloons and
I want to know where the
triploons.
rest of the Scooby Doo gang is. Isn't that
Right.
you
Yeah, it
know?
looks like Daphne. Yeah,
Yeah.
find all kinds of goodies in there. Doubloons and triploons and quadruploons.
Yeah. And we got number 37.
Oh yeah.
He misses his mommy. Oh man. We got number 38. I always liked how they made the Phantom Stranger appear in like shadows or clouds or whatever.
Yes, and I'm just looking. It's not creepy at all.
Not sketchy.
I'm not a voyeur.
Oh, not sketchy.
Yeah.
And Dead Man's back for another run with number 39.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd stay away from Phantom Stranger. He just doesn't have a good time when he hangs out with that guy.
Never works out.
Never works out.
Here we go, number 40.
Yeah.
Dead Man looks like he's getting on a treadmill or something, getting ready to go.
I remember that story. That's a good one.
And I love this cover. Number 41.
Yeah. Very cool.
Very nice. Very nice. All righty. And let's see here. I got some Challengers of the Unknown. Number 70.
Oh yeah. I love the early stuff that Kirby did, but that period right there, like the late '60s,
yeah,
was like my favorite version of that team.
I'm with you. Here we go with number 71.
Yeah, love it.
And another 71.
Eric's rolling his eyes right now.
Well, he probably should, he's probably wondering how come I don't get a kickback for every time, something gets breened and the term is used or whatever, get a little kickback.
Yeah, whenever we get to see him, I'm going to have to throw him a buck or two.
Yeah. Here we go with number 72 with a Neil Adams cover, baby.
Oh yeah. I just love that era of DC, like 60. Oh, I love it, from all the DC stuff from the silver and bronze, but that late 60s era was always one of my favorites.
Fun stuff, man. Fun stuff. Number 73.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got a couple of Phantom Strangers thrown in the back here. We got number 2 and number 3. Here's number 2.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, I'll tell you what, that's the first series of that is one that I never see out anywhere.
No.
Those first 6 issues they had in the Silver Age, those were like Mondo elusive and expensive.
And here is number 3, another Neil Adams cool poster.
Cool. Yeah. That would be a cool poster, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Man.
Very neat. It's like one of the few times you can actually see his eyes and whatnot,
Right. I'm actually in the picture and just not looking at it.
That's it. All right. What else do I got over here? Let's see. How about some mystery in space?
Oh, yeah.
We got number 90 with old Adam Strange.
Oh, I love that story.
This little Hawkman down here.
Yeah, I love that team up.
And number 91.
Yeah. That's the good stuff.
And then here's a character that I'm trying to pick up as much as I can about. Space Ranger. Here's number 92.
Oh, yeah. Now, was his first appearance like in Showcase, or was it in one of the sci-fi books?
I want to say Showcase. I'm pretty sure it was Showcase. Yeah.
What was the name
And
of the little sidekick he had? The little like the little female alien girl or whatever it was. I can't remember.
all I can think of is Protean. I know that's not it.
No, Proteus, the Legion of Superheroes.
Right. I can't think of the
Trill or I don't know.
I'm looking to see if it was on one of the covers here, maybe or something. No, I don't see it. Let's see. This is number 93 with the Jolly Green Giant.
There we go.
Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. I like this cover too. Number 94, because it's got Space Ranger and Adam Strange on it.
Oh. That's when Adam just wanted to be a redhead for a while, right?
That's it. But if you look, the roots, I mean, you can. Oh, here we go with number 95.
Oh, yeah. I always thought Adam Strange and Atlanta was like one of the great couples in comics.
Yes. Yep. Oops, there we go. Yep, I agree. And let's see. All right, we'll round this off with some, in case Gratu is still watching. I know he has a certain fondness a little bit here for the House of Mystery with the Dial H for Heroes. Is 156.
Robbie Reed.
I remember him telling the story about how his brother, I think it was, he said his brother was very proud of the fact that he had all the Dial H for hero stories from this series.
That's another rabbit hole to go down, huh?
That's it. And 157 with some go-go checks.
There we go.
I mean, these were fun stories. You didn't take them too seriously. You know, it was just fun. Here is number 158.
Yeah.
And 159. Hypno Man.
Oh, man. Did you ever read or have any of the Dial H for Hero that was in Adventure Comics later on, like the late 70s, early 80s?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, you know, they used to ask for submissions. I always wanted to send some in. I had plenty to send in, but I never sent any in.
I sent in a couple and never heard anything, so apparently mine weren't up to snuff.
Uh-oh. Ouch. Here we go with number 161. Who is this? Hornet Man.
Hornet Man.
That stings.
Oh, man. We're on top of our game today.
I guess so. 162. The Monster Maker of Littleville.
Littleville.
For a second there, I wanted to say Lidsville. Lidsville is the craziest. Lidsville is the craziest.
I love that show.
I did too. It had one of the great opening themes. That whole theme going into the giant top hat. And it was great stuff. Wasn't that the kid from the Addams Family?
That was
or not? Was it
that was from the Monsters. That was Butch Patrick, I think.
That's there you go.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Butch Patrick as a teenager. Yeah.
I knew he was one of the kids from either the Addams Family or the Munsters.
Yeah.
So
I can't even remember who played Pugsley.
I don't know. That's a good one. I do not know. Let's see. 163. We've got Soccer McGee, the wildest villain yet. Baron Bug and his insect army. Go on. You got to love these stories.
You got to love it, man.
Just classic fun. Just have some fun. And we got rounded out, finish it off with 164. 3 dazzling new superheroes. We got Ziptide, we got Supernova, and Robbie Robot.
All soon to be joining the Substitute Justice League of America.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, let's get us back together here. Alrighty.
That's great
And
stuff.
let's see if I can remember where, hopefully, I left off. There's Eric with the thing. Okay, I think this is where we left off. No, there we go. I recognize that. I recognize that. I recognize that. Hippies. Okay. I think they were saying, yeah, Michael and hippies were saying hello to each other. And then we went on to, all right, Michael Taylor, who says, I also was big on the FF, the Fantastic Four. Nothing wrong with that. Love the Fantastic Four. Jambo Comics says, ooh, nice pulp, Rod. Yeah, that's only my second pulp. I picked up one a couple of weeks ago and decided to pick up another one. It was fun reading, actually. I enjoyed it. So Michael Taylor says, cool pulp, gotta love the pulps. I'm kind of slowly dipping my toe in there and liking
See,
them.
you and all these other guys are gonna have to stop because you've been making me want to dip my toe in that water, and I don't want to dip my toe in that water because I got like 12 sets of feet and there's too many toes and too many waters already.
I hear you, brother. I hear you. Believe me. Hippies Collectible says, creepy, eerie, and famous monsters were my go-to horror mags. I think that was the same for many of us back in those days.
Oh yeah.
Jambo's Comic says, can't go wrong with any Warren mag. You should get a lot of candy with that costume this Halloween, right? Yeah. Somehow I don't think it will fit. That might be stretching. I can wear the mask maybe, but as soon as I saw that, I'm like, Hanna-Barbera from the 60s. Oh, I gotta take that home. Can't leave that here. Higgy Pop says, looks like Secret Squirrel found a nut. Oh, but good night, folks. Thanks for coming. I'm here all week.
It's been a great show.
Eric Breen, the professor, he says, Rod, put on the mask to see if it fits. Then wear it for the rest of the show to make sure you can breathe in it. I think he's just tired of looking at my ugly mug. That's what I think.
Yeah, but he's too kind to say that though.
And I know he's very diplomatic, very polite the way he says that.
Except when he talks to Jackson.
Michael Taylor says, oh man, cool Ben Cooper costume. Fond memories of Ben Cooper costumes. Yeah, man. And boy, they command some money sometimes. Wow. Easy Comic Reader, he's clapping. Thank you, sir. Lady M, she says, I remember when Secret Squirrel, Adamant, Magilla Gorilla, and Squidly Diddly cartoons were run in my area as a kid. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I was a big Adamant and Magilla Gorilla fan.
We didn't have cable until like 72. So we had an antenna. We would pick up a couple of Boston stations and then a couple of local stations in New Hampshire and Maine. But our neighbors, family friends lived down back through the woods. We would go to their house and they had a rotating one where they could rotate it to wherever they wanted and it was much stronger. And they used to pick up all those same shows: Secret Squirrel, Adamant, Magilla Gorilla. What was the one with the lion? Lippy the lion and Hardy. Yeah, all those shows. And I used to sit there and just watch those all afternoon. They want to go outside and play them. No, man, I want to watch a cartoon. So great memories. Rob Brown, love the Phantom Stranger. Great stuff, Doc. Thank you very much, Rob. Appreciate that. Love Phantom Stranger. Hippies Collectibles, breeding in the books, breeding in the books. We shall come rejoicing, breeding in the books. Yes, I actually know that tune. I do. That's awesome. Everybody's getting into the musical act now. Eric Breen says, I'm suddenly frightened. Mastodon Comics says, Dominguez did a couple of Phantom Stranger covers.
Yeah, he did several. They're good covers. Yeah.
Cool. Hippies Collectibles. Michael Taylor says, whole lot of breening going on. Funny take on the Killers songs. Whole lot of shaking going on. Yeah. Whole lot of breening going on. If he's laughing out loud, Eric Breen said, no, just no. I can hear him saying that.
Yeah.
No, just no.
Yeah.
Instead, I just get kicked. No respect, I tell you. No respect at all.
Uh,
Hippie's Collectible says, Rod, Shannon, took me most of the week, but I found my Thor inflatable hero. We'll show it later today.
oh,
Yeah.
awesome. I'll check that
Cool
out.
beans. Can't wait to see that. I've never seen one. That is cool. Thank you, Tom.
Awesome.
Everybody check out Tom's channel this afternoon because you're going to get to see a piece of history.
Right.
And the comic book G-Man, Rob. Great to see you, Rob. Good morning, he says. Love it, Rod. Some of my favorite DC, he said. Well, thank you very much, sir. Fist bump. There you go.
Yeah. Welcome, Rob. Good to see you.
And don't forget to check out Rob's channel after our show goes off the air as well. The comic book G-Man. Check him out. Hippies Collectibles says Dr. Vinny Boom Bots. Dr. Vinny Boom Bots takes your walk-ins. There you go. Dr. Vinny Boom Bots.
Yeah. You know my doctor. Dr. Benny Box.
I love it. I miss shows like that, like the Tonight Show, where you could have comedians go on and do that. Do they have any shows like that anymore? I mean,
They do, but they're not like the classics. I mean,
just the Red Skelton show. Used to love that. Carol Burnett. I'll still watch Carol Burnett once in a while.
Oh yeah.
Love that stuff, man. I miss that kind of show. So. Oh, I think I skipped that one. Michael Taylor says, fantastic Phantom Stranger covers. Yeah, absolutely. Michael says, good morning to the G-Man. And Quite Enough Sayer says, Mystery in Space is so underrated, as is Challengers of the Unknown. I am working on runs there. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad somebody else said it.
A lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to put together those runs, too. It is, because, when you come across them, it's just like, yes, yeah, I love it. Michael Taylor says, fantastic Mystery in Space covers. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And Michael Taylor says, yeah, Butch Patrick. Yeah, we was trying to figure out who that was. In Lidsville, it's Butch Patrick. Hippies Collectible says, Ken Weatherwax. Why does that name sound familiar?
I don't know. I've never heard that name.
Weatherwax sounds familiar. All right, Hippie, you gotta explain Ken Weatherwax. You gotta explain that to us, sir. I'm curious. Lady M says, Lidsville, the Bugaloos. Oh, the Bugaloos. The Bugaloos. They're in the air and everywhere. I love that stuff. HR Puffin stuff, one of the greatest theme songs ever. Were some of the fun Sid and Marty Krofft live action shows on Saturdays for me. Right there with you.
HR Puffin stuff.
Oh, yeah. Once upon a summertime, just a dream from yesterday. Oh, I love that. In fact, I have that on my Spotify. I got to admit, it's on my Spotify list. A couple of themes are like Underdog theme. Love the Underdog theme. That's on it. I love that. Great stuff. Michael Taylor says, cool dial H for hero books. Thank you, sir. Love those stories. Michael Taylor says, Doc, fantastic books. Thank you once again, Michael. Appreciate that. The Jackson Roy Kirk says, no mind-altering substances used in the Crofts shows.
None at all. None at all.
I think there might be a little sarcasm there. I'm not sure. And Maranya says, wear the secret squirrel mask and safety pin the costume to your shirt to wear it. I don't know. They might come lock me away. Why is this guy wearing a kid's uniform?
Yeah, this is creepy.
Got some bracelets for you. Yeah, here we go. Michael Taylor says, lately, though, they've been putting out a lot of cool monster-related mags. Very cool. I just picked up. Do I have them here? What did I do with them? Oh, yeah. Right here. I just picked up the new Shutter magazine.
Oh, cool.
So always try to pick that up whenever I get over to Barnes and Noble. And I was glad they still had one copy left of this. And ever since
Retro fan. That's a good thing.
yeah, because down here they had the thing, the metal men and stuff, and it's like the '60s wackiest robots, and so I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
if this would be the only reason I would have picked it up, if they didn't have all the other cool articles as well, I would have picked it up just for that article.
Right. Yeah,
So,
I picked up a couple of those. I got one that had a good feature on the cow seals. That's the only reason I bought it.
love that stuff. And Easy Comic Reader says, in my earlier years, I would visit Lidsville, took a puff of stuff, and got pretty bugalooed.
Yeah, there's a reason they called it puff and stuff.
There you go. Exactly. Rob Brown says, gasp. Shannon, a Magilla Gorilla fan? Why am I not surprised?
Hey, what are you trying to say, Rob?
I'm sensing a theme. Michael Taylor says, yeah, especially Magilla Gorilla. Absolutely. Michael Taylor says, good one, Rob.
Hey, don't encourage him.
Hippies Collectibles, Pugsley. Oh, that was Ken Weatherwax. That's why we know the name.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Pugsley. Never knew his name.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. See,
thank you, sir.
Everybody comes through. I love it.
Yeah.
Mike Taylor says, Ken waxes in good weather. Eric Breen says, now I feel a deprived childhood. All I had was This Week in Baseball. How about that?
I love that show.
Oh, I used to watch.
Eric, I'm with you, man. Yeah, you get This Week in Baseball and who that? Joe Garagiola. Yeah, that was awesome.
Mel Allen. I remember Mel Allen. They used to do the plays of the week. I used to record just the plays of the week. You know, I'd record the show and then edit them out and re-record them on my second VCR, just a tape of the plays of the week. I love that. Even my wife, she's a big baseball fan. She loves the show and she remembers. How about that?
Yeah.
Let's see. Rob Brown says, I'm a big fan of Sid Marty Krofft's Bigfoot and Wild Boy, Land of the Law and Land of the Lost. Bigfoot and Wild Boy. People don't remember that too often. That's right up there with Electra Woman and Dinah Girl. Absolutely. Great, Aussie. I love it when people start bringing up this stuff. It brings back more memories, man. I love it. And Land of the Lost, they had a great theme song too.
Oh, yeah. Living in the Land of the Lost.
That's it. Hippies Collectibles. Wax on, wax off.
Well, everybody's on the game today,
huh? Yeah, really.
Hey, welcome, sir.
Thanks for hanging out with us there, Werewolf by Lunch. He says, greetings from the werewolf family down under. Great to have you with us, sir. Thank you. Sure. The Jackson Roykirk says, Hobbs. Mike Taylor says, yeah, and cool comic related mags as well. Yes. Werewolf by Lunchtime says, the Jackson Roykirk. The Jackson Roykirk. And Michael Taylor, excuse me. Michael Taylor says, Shannon, did you see the Kyle Sills documentary? The father was something else, he says.
Yes, I actually did. I've seen that documentary about 5 times, and I own the DVD. So it's really good. Their dad was a piece of work, man. It's a wonder they any of them survived. It's crazy. You seen that, Rod?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you need to look up Cal Sills, the Family Band, or something like it was the name of it. Yeah.
Was that the thing you were telling me that was on? It was on like not YouTube, Hulu or something.
You could probably find it on Tubi if you got Tubi.
Tubi, that was it. Tubi.
It was on there. I don't know about now, but it was on there earlier. So yeah, it's good, but it's really melancholy, and you feel sad for the family because they had a lot of losses, but it's as far as the music and everything, it's a good documentary. If you like the Cow Sills, you'll love it.
Yeah, I love their music, man. Love their music.
Yeah.
Eric Breen says, I want the Twib notes of this show. Twib notes, man. There you go. Twib notes. Michael Taylor says, love the baseball bunch as well. That's one you don't hear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady M says, I love seeing black and white Coco the Clown and the Gumby and Pokey show every summer on vacation in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Gumby and Pokey were big around here.
Oh yeah.
Now, Coco the Clown, I'm not familiar with Coco the Clown. I don't remember ever seeing that. But Gumby and Pokey, along with Davy and Goliath.
Davey can go out. Yeah.
Yeah, that show. What's the matter, Davy? Maranya says also Beanie and Cecil. Yeah, remember Beanie and Cecil.
Do
man.
remember Beanie and Cecil? Yep.
Yeah. Eric Breen says, I wanted an Electra Woman and Dynamite crossover. Oh, man. Electra Woman and Dynamite. Michael Taylor says, good morning, werewolf. Jackson Roy Kirk says, I wanted an Electra Woman and me crossover.
See, I thought that exact same thing just a few seconds ago, but I wasn't going to say it.
All right. Werewolf by lunchtime says, good morning in 2 minutes, Michael. There we go.
2 minutes.
And yeah, probably not happening. Eric Breen says. Jackson Roy Kirk says, well, not now. Mike Taylor says, one of the favorite cartoons growing up was Gigantor. Gigantor. I got to see Gigantor in the 80s. I didn't get to see it prior to that. Never had it. We got Speed Racer. It was Speed Racer and King Kong. Those were the two animations from Japan that I remember we used to get.
Yeah, I used to. We lived in Ohio. We had Speed Racer and Ultraman.
I always wanted to see Ultraman because I would always hear a lot about it from other people, other kids that got it, and I never got it.
Yeah, who doesn't want to see a big giant flying robot? You know.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You want to jump in here and take some peanut gallery?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Okay, Marani says Coco the Clown was around the same time frame as the old Betty Boop black and white cartoons, if I recall correctly. A combo of live action and animation. Oh, that's cool. Did not know that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hunt that down. I'm always curious to see stuff like that. Rob
Brown, Dynamite. Love that cartoon. LOL. Yeah, that was a good one.
Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Right. And Eric says, you probably have a shot now, Jackson.
Wow.
Ouch. Mark Senior, the average superhuman, says, gotta go. God bless you all. See you next time. Hey, same to you, buddy. You have a great weekend.
Take care, Mark. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being with us.
Absolutely. And Hippies Collectible says, don't forget Captain Horatio Huff and Puff. Oh.
Wow. Whoops. Hold on. I skipped ahead.
Our friend down under Werewolf by Lunchtime says, good morning, Michael. Official. It's midnight. Okay. All righty. Marani says, Speed Racer, King Kong, and Kimba the White Lion were also from my childhood at local stations. Yeah, I think it just all depended on where you lived and what stations you got.
Exactly. And what package they've decided to pick up. King Kong, though, King Kong had that was another great theme song. Love that theme song. King Kong, you know the name of King Kong. All right.
And Michael Taylor says, I saw the second run of Gigantor.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was a second run. I knew the first one, but.
And Jackson Roy Kirk says, I need to look up Miss Hall's current photos if she's still alive. Talking about Deidre Hall.
Deidre Hall, yeah.
She was a sweetie. And Michael Taylor says, bye, Mark. And Hippies Collectible says, Coco started off with artist and ink pen with Coco flowing out of the tip of the pen, if memory serves.
Wow. Well, I never saw that show.
No, I never did either. Yeah.
Well, that catches us up with the Peanut Gallery. So, want to thank everybody again for being with us. You doing anything special this weekend?
No, I'm just gonna hang out. I've got some relatives that came in from Ohio up to my folks, and I usually go see them. But I was just feeling so bad and tired yesterday, and they have a thing up here close where my folks live called Court Days, And it's basically like a big giant flea market type thing. And they sell anything from, funnel cakes to furniture to puppies, So it's a big deal for my cousins that live in Ohio. So they come up and they like to visit my folks. And usually I get up to see them, but I was feeling kind of crappy the last couple of days. And I told my mom, well, tell everybody it's hello, but not going to make it because that's like another hour and a half drive, there. And I just up there last weekend. So, but I'm probably just going to hang out, maybe watch some baseball playoffs or some football, and try to straighten my room up back here because it's got in god awful shape.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
How about yourself?
Yeah, no, I'm probably just gonna kind of take a mellow afternoon, just kind of hang out, probably try and catch up on some of the YouTube stuff, and I don't think, and then tonight be watching some wrestling with my daughter probably, and that's about it. And I don't think we have anything planned tomorrow at all. I'll just wake up and see how we feel. That's how we do it.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. We got a few more comments here. We'll try and sneak them in here before we go off the air. Here we go. You want to take it, Shannon?
Michael Taylor says the girl who did the voice of Jimmy Sparks did Kimball.
Ah.
And Eric says, I think she's still on Days of Our Lives. Never mind, Jackson. You still don't have a shot.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, rough crowd today.
You kind of wonder what happened with those two. I don't know if it's just something, just a one-time event or just kind of, picked up speed during time. I don't know.
Oh,
Michael Taylor says, I meant when Gigantor went into reruns. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Hippies Collectibles, peace. Collect what you like and love what you collect. One of my favorite sayings ever by anybody.
Words
peace,
to
hippie.
live
Hope
by.
you have a great weekend, buddy.
Words to live by.
Jackson Orker, wow, still working. Good for her. And Ron said, exactly, hippie. Then Coco went off on adventures. Out from the inkwell goes Coco the Clown, the funniest clown that ever came to town. At the end, back to the inkwell goes Coco the Clown.
Oh, wow.
Man, I had no knowledge of that whatsoever, but it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that does sound neat.
Great show as always. Had a blast. Thank you, Michael.
All righty. And Hippies Collectibles says, that's it, Lady M. Quite enough Sayer says, like Von Chilla says, don't forget to love yourselves. Adios, amigos.
See you, QNS. And Werewolf by Lunchtime says, I'm hungry, but I'm out of pies.
And Easy Comic Rita says, take care, everyone. Have a great weekend.
You as well, ECR.
Yes.
And Jackson Rourke says, yep, going to catch up on YouTube videos. Eric Breen probably has a few by now.
And Michael Taylor says, Doc Shannon and the Peanut Gallery, have a nice weekend. And you as well, Michael. Thank you.
You too, sir. Have a good one, Michael. And Ron says, take care, Rod and Shannon, the Peanut Gallery, and all the nut of the days. Stay safe out there. Absolutely.
Thank you
very
very
weekend,
much.
Ron.
Yes, have a great weekend, Lady M. Talk to you soon. And Eric Breen looks like he's finishing off the Peanut Gallery today with Jackson and I are like those two old guys in the balcony of the Muppets. Stadler
I know there was
Waldorf.
something. It was back in my head. I said, that reminds me of something. That's exactly it.
Stadler and Waldorf.
Right. Stadler and Waldorf.
Yep. We got two.
And Rob Brown says, later, folks. See you, Rob. Have a great weekend.
And the Jackson Roykirk says, exactly, but not as animated. All righty. Well, thank you all once again, everybody in the Peanut Gallery, for hanging out with us. You really don't know how much we appreciate having you guys with us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If there was no you, there would be no us. It might be old by now, but it's the truth.
Oh, man. And don't forget, next week, the 21st, we will not be on. I'm going to try and make it out to that Winnicott High School Comic-Con. So hopefully I'll be able to come back and have some cool things to show.
Awesome.
So we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan, guys.
All right. Shannon, have a great weekend.
You too, my friend, and
All
all
right,
you
take care.
nuts of the day, and everyone.
That's it. Everybody take care. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Bye bye.